Reggae legend Jimmy Cliff, born James Chambers, passed away on November 24th, 2025, at the age of 81 after complications from pneumonia following a seizure. His wife, Latifah Chambers, announced his death and thanked fans worldwide for their unwavering support throughout his career. Cliff rose from rural Jamaica to international stardom, first gaining recognition with hits like Hurricane Hattie, before moving to London under Island Records. He became a global ambassador for reggae, blending soul and R&B influences into his music, and achieving worldwide acclaim with songs such as Wonderful World, Beautiful People. His starring role in the 1972 film The Harder They Come and contributions to its soundtrack cemented his legacy as the artist who carried reggae to the global stage, leaving behind timeless classics like Many Rivers to Cross and Sitting in Limbo. This is heartbreaking, and I pray his family find closure in this time. Please, can you type RIP in the comments, guys?
Well, Nationwide News can report this morning that the Jamaican, christened at birth as James Chambers, we know him as Jimmy Cliff, is dead. We understand that his wife used social media to announce his passing moments ago. So Jimmy Cliff, born James Chambers, July 30, 1944, in Somerton District, St. James, a ska, rocksteady, reggae, soul musician, singer, actor, and multi-instrumentalist. He was the only living reggae musician to hold the Order of Merit. He began his career very early as a teenager, 14 years old, with the single Hurricane Hattie. And of course, he achieved global stardom with the film The Harder They Come and hit songs from that soundtrack, including the titular song Harder They Come, Many Rivers to Cross. Jimmy Cliff no longer with us. Checking out at age 81, the news announced moments ago by his wife.
Sadly, I mean, I tell you, I have a few stories of my own, like, stories that my friends tell me, and even stories that he and I spoke about. Jimmy Cliff, real actor, real superstar. Got his own boulevard down in Montego Bay. Woke up this morning, just feel like playing at Jimmy Cliff. And only to get the news that Jimmy has passed away. Jimmy Cliff.
Truthfully, I thought you saw it earlier when all the listeners were saying, I wonder if Ron knew he just played a Jimmy Cliff.
No,
I thought you saw it.
No. He's just a Jimmy Cliff fan, just like that.
Yeah, because we're always talking about Jimmy Cliff over here. We're always talking about his Boulevard.
And Jimmy Cliff Boulevard.
Always talking about him.
Wow. Jimmy. We'll never be the same without Jimmy. Jimmy Cliff. It's 10 minutes past 10. 10 minutes past 7. All I talk foolishness, Jimmy. May I tell you, Rasta?
My way over. Here you go.
Well, Jimmy, on behalf of the cabinet, the government of St. Lucia, the staff and up to the Prime Minister, we want to thank you for coming to pay us a visit. For those of us who know you, we know your fame, how you dealt with many things. You've crossed many rivers.
Yes, to get here too.
Yeah.
Jamaica, come close and listen to me very carefully. This is not politics. This is survival. This is about the future of our island, Jamaica. I am going to break down exactly what the Prime Minister just said at the G20 summit in South Africa. Yes, that's where he's at, Jamaica, in South Africa. Because what he presented there in South Africa was not leadership, Jamaica. It was submission. And I am going to break it down without no illusions. The Prime Minister stood in front of the G20, the 20 most powerful nations on earth, Jamaica. The same ones controlling the global banking system, the same ones shaping climate policy, the same ones holding the world's debt. And the Prime Minister opened his statement by saying, Jamaica is a success story. We sacrificed. We followed the rules. We maintained discipline. We stabilized our debt. And we reformed our economy. Jamaica, did you hear what I just said? He walked into the room like a student reporting to the headmaster. He did not walk in as a sovereign leader. He walked in as someone proving. He said, we obeyed, we complied. Now please treat us good. But he did not stop there. He used Hurricane Melissa like a tool. He said Hurricane Melissa devastated Jamaica and disrupted our development, destroyed our progress. And so now, Melissa will negatively affect our debt trajectory. So Hurricane Melissa became the reason, the excuse, and the justification. Melissa is now the currency they will use to tighten the climate agenda. But hold on, Jamaica did not just magically appear in a hurricane belt in 2025. We have always been in a hurricane belt. Storms are not new, disaster is not new. But Jamaica, the timing is what's strange. The way Hurricane Melissa moved is what's strange. The fact that the PM used Melissa as the spearhead at the G20 speech is what's strange. Because instead of talking about things like evacuation failures, delayed response, no preparedness system, no food security plans, no national shelter upgrades, he used Melissa to sell Jamaica as a victim. Not to defend us, but to justify new climate financing. And that Jamaica comes with new rules. Now, what did the PM actually ask the G20? Listen, Jamaica, because this is where it gets dangerous. He asks for IMF climate financing, resilience loans, blended finance structure, thematic bonds, risk insurance models, new global frameworks, loss and damage rules. Do you understand what that means, Jamaica? It means more debt wrapped up in a climate language. It means more foreign oversight wrapped up in resilient talk. It means more global rules controlling our policies wrapped up in support for vulnerable nations. He did not ask for sovereignty. He did not ask for reparations. He did not ask for true independence, Jamaica. He asked for money with strings attached. He asked for a system that tracks us. He asked for climate-based agreements that turns Jamaica into a case study, a laboratory. And here's the part he think we will not notice. The PM said at the G20, we must preserve the IMF resilience and sustainability trust. Do you know what that is, Jamaica? It is a climate loan system that comes with the following: conditions, reforms, monitoring and data control, and of course, oversight of national decisions. It is not free money, Jamaica. It is not reparations, Jamaica. It is not justice. It is climate debt. And it is disguised as help. It is a leash, Jamaica. It is a collar. And small islands are being lined up one by one to wear it. So here is what the PM did not say at the G20. He did not mention oil drilling off the coast of Jamaica. He did not mention seabed extraction. He did not mention mining deals. He did not mention foreign companies controlling our natural resources. He did not mention the Thunderball oil block. He did not mention the fault lines or the methane risk. He did not mention the environmental danger. Nor did he mention the people still suffering with no lights, no water, and no food after Melissa. He did not mention the communities that are abandoned, the evacuation failures, the destruction Jamaica that was predictable. He did not mention the reason Jamaica remains vulnerable, foreign contracts, and a government that does not build local resilience. He did not speak with the fire of a leader defending the land. He spoke with the tone of a man selling Jamaica as a climate vulnerable investment opportunity. Did you hear me, Jamaica? He sold us as a climate vulnerable investment opportunity. You see the real meaning of that G20 speech, Jamaica? I'm a wanting to hear me loud. Your Prime Minister just positioned Jamaica as the model student of the IMF, a compliant partner to the global powers, a climate vulnerable asset ready for investment, a country willing to adopt global rules, a nation seeking more climate debt, a small island waiting on big brothers to rescue us. This is not sovereignty. This is not independence. And Jamaica, this is not leadership. This is submission disguised as diplomacy. Ask yourself, why is Jamaica aligned so fast with global climate finances right after Melissa? Right after rising oil exploration activity? Right after mining expansion? Right after seabed surveying? Right after foreign companies circling our waters? Right after the constant traveling of our Prime Minister to these climate finance and investment summits? And now Jamaica, the G20. Something Jamaica has never been invited to before. Why now? Why the timing? Why the alignment? Because Jamaica is being lined up to be the prototype. Yes, the prototype nation for climate financing experiments, resilience loan models, new climate triggered debt instruments, and global climate governance. Jamaica, wake up. This is bigger than politics. This is bigger than one party. This is about the future of the land beneath our feet. Jamaica is being treated like a climate lab, a financial test site, a resource zone, a vulnerability case study, and soon an energy hub without the Jamaican people owning a single drop. If we don't wake up now, Jamaica, if you don't start questioning now, if you don't start paying attention to the pattern, you will wake up and realize finally that Jamaica was sold, not lost, signed away, not stolen, and given up, not taken. Hurricane Melissa did not make us vulnerable. Corruption, obedience, foreign contract, and silence did. And now vulnerability is used to sign Jamaica into deeper systems that only benefit the global powers. Jamaica, wake up now.
So, all over social media, there has been prophecies for the nation of Jamaica, warning the nation of Jamaica to repent. And what do Jamaicans do? They are in the comment section mocking these prophets. Many of these prophets are true men and women of God, but y'all don't want to hear what they have to say because they're not preaching prosperity gospel. Y'all want to hear that, oh, you're going to buy a house, you're going to buy a car, all the material stuff that Onaga did left. Listen, it's time we take telling. We Jamaicans don't like tech telling, but can't y'all see what's happening in the country? We have nothing to celebrate. The match, we never win. The Miss Universe drop and fall. Hurricane Melissa, mash up the country. We have nothing to look forward to right now because we are under judgment. God not giving up his mind, but he wants us to repent. The prophets are saying that we need to go on 3-day fasting and repentance so that God can have mercy on us. Because what is coming next, what God has planned for this nation, not nice. We need to take telling a time for we stop, take everything as joke and get serious and go for city and pray that God have mercy on us.
I'm at the Skylark Hotel in the Grill, and it's quite fine and open for business. So we need you to come back to Jamaica. All right? To this beautiful sunset, to the beautiful people, and spend your dollars so they could come back to work. You still get this. You still get this. You still get this sunset.
President Ramaphosa, thank you for the kind invitation to participate in this important meeting. Please accept our commendations on South Africa's presidency. Excellencies, Jamaica supports the global agenda to make economic growth not only strong and sustainable, but also inclusive and resilient. Jamaica's story is one of social partnership and sacrifice. We transformed our economy after decades of instability through disciplined macro-fiscal reforms anchored in responsible debt management, institutional strengthening, targeted pro-growth initiatives. We reduced our debt, lowered poverty and unemployment, contained inflation, stabilized foreign exchange, and built robust reserves. Now, our focus is on translating the dividends of sacrifice into investments in our people. Getting the policy mix right is both an economic and moral imperative. Yet, one external shock can undo years of progress. Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 storm, has devastated 7 parishes. Its impact will negatively affect our debt trajectory, and the road ahead will be challenging. This is our reality today. But it is also the recurring story of vulnerability told by small island developing states in CARICOM and indeed across the world. Global partnership will be essential to our recovery. The G20 commitment in 2021 to recycle SDR allocations led to the creation of the IMF Resilience and Sustainability Trust. This facility provides developing countries with relatively low-cost financing and longer maturities. We urge the G20 to preserve and strengthen this mechanism. We also call for innovative, flexible financing solutions, such as thematic bonds for climate adaptation and blended finance structures to support resilient infrastructure designed to meet the unique needs of climate-vulnerable economies. Jamaica further calls on the G20 to advance a rules-based, equitable, global trading framework that enhances predictability, flexibility, and resilience for small economies. This should include expanding access to targeted financing and risk insurance instruments tailored to the needs of SIDS, supporting technological upgrading and productive capacity enhancement, integrating multidimensional vulnerability indices into eligibility and financing terms across IFIs and climate funds, so countries can invest in resilience without compromising fiscal stability. Establishing a loss and damage financing window with clear rules-based triggers for timely and predictable support. advancing a global skills and trade compact for SIDS to strengthen human capital competitiveness and inclusive growth. Excellencies, through these actions, the G20 can ensure that global trade and financial systems become more than engines of growth. They can become forces for shared prosperity, resilience, and sustainability, leaving no nation behind.
What's up, beautiful and amazing people? My good people, today, 24th of November, 2025, we have lost a great reggae artist, and that is one and only Jimmy Cliff. Guys, nobody had thought that this day will come, but I can tell you that Jamaicans are so sad. Anyway, we also thank God for the long life that He has bestowed on him. People have really been inspired by his songs. He has won so many awards, and Jamaicans are still continuing to mourn him. We are still coming up with how Jamaicans reacted on the passing of Jimmy Cliff. We are going to understand, was he really loved person among the common citizens of Jamaicans, and what was his impact. Okay, we all know that when it comes to taking the reggae music to the world, then that he did like 100%, taking it to the global stage, especially with him featuring in that particular video that was shot in the 1980s, 1972 precisely. And guys, that is one of our main story in today's video. You have heard what the news are saying. I mean, he was a very important person, and pneumonia sadly took him away from us, and also from, when I say us, is us Jamaican people, African people. We all appreciate the fact that Jamaicans always are proud to be associated to Africans, and I can tell you that I am also proud to be associated as a Jamaican, or to a Jamaica, or to Jamaica in short, you know. Out of many, one people, you know, that's the slogan that normally runs in our blood system, and it has taught us about unity, it has taught us about resilience, it has taught us so many good things. In this video as well, we are talking about the G20 summit that happened in South Africa. When we say the G20 summit, there are those 20 countries with a very strong economy, and they met in South Africa, and the leadership of Jamaica was invited there, and I can tell you Jamaicans are super mad with the fact that the leadership kept on saying that, you know, Jamaica obeys, Jamaica follows the rule. Jamaica doesn't, when they say go to the left, you go to the right, you go. And that is precisely how politics works, guys. If you say that, it's just like being in the corporate world. You just have to say yes to everything, because now if you come up with your own opinion or a contrary opinion, then I don't know why it normally works like that in most of organizations, be it in public organizations, private organizations, even political offices or organizations. You know, those yes, people tend to survive more than those who come up with their own ideas, those who come up and say like, no, for this we shouldn't do this, we should do like this other way. And I don't know if you have ever seen such kind of a pattern, guys. So of course, in this particular case of Jamaica, you know, speaking in the G20 summit in South Africa just some few days ago, I mean, Jamaicans weren't happy. You have heard the clip. What they wanted to do, what actually Jamaicans expected the leadership to say, is that, you know, this is what you are planning, and this is how we are going to achieve the plan, and you know, such kind of things, instead of going to the to the platform and be like, Jamaica has always been respectful to you people, and we are going to do what you have always told us to do, and we'll never go against you. Those the yes, yes, yes. But again, in this world, you cannot survive without the yes, 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 yes. It's funny, guys. You see me, I'm also laughing because I know it doesn't make sense, but if you want to survive, that's the only way to do it, guys. And finally, guys, people are coming out from Jamaica, Negril, Montego Bay, and they are saying that their businesses have opened up. We thank God for the few businesses that are starting to pick up. They want you to go to Jamaica, spend some money there, and then the people get the employment back, because this Hurricane Melissa has really destroyed like everything. And guys, that is it for today. I'll see you in the next video.